What's goody? What's poppin', YouTube? It's your boy Whosmanzyt. You already know what time it is, man. We doing a gameplay, but first, before anything starts, go ahead, hit the like button. Go ahead, subscribe if you new. Hit the bell, so you get notifications when I upload, man. You won't miss a video. But anyway, let me get into it, man. We're gonna start episode 1 of Film Room. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna just do, analyze a game that I played, either over the week or the weekend or something like that, and I'm gonna break it down. Now, I'm not gonna break this one down today, because I just want to explain to y'all exactly what and why. The why being, one, is gonna help me, and if I can improve in this game, then I'm gonna be able to help y'all, especially the people who are beginners or people who don't play too much or just want to like little tips and tricks here and there every so often, like, oh yeah, man, I didn't think about that. But I definitely understand the game. I don't have good games every single game. There's games where I just I make the good read, or I make the right read most of 90% of the time, because nobody's gonna make the right read 100% of the time. It's just how life works. Nobody's perfect. But anyway, I'm gonna start off with this. This is gonna be like the introductory to everything. The introduction. Goodness gracious, man. It's been a long day, man. Anyway, mix up the play calling, man. If you don't mix up the play calling, your opponent gonna read you like a book, and you're gonna get boxed. And nobody likes being boxed except dead people, and none of y'all dead because y'all watching the video. But anyway, go ahead and mix up the play calling. Whether it's changing up the formation, it don't matter if you running the same type of play, but if you change up the formation, give a different look, maybe motion a guy this time, or do this and that, change up your play calling. Run the ball sometimes. You got to keep the defense honest. When you do it that way, the dude can't come out and just, okay, well, he's either going to run this play, or this play, so let me set this up, right? It makes it harder for him, because he's like, okay, well, he came out in this one, and he did this the last 2 times, and you come out and you run something completely different, throw him off, and then you mix up your play calling some runs. It just makes it easier for you, because he can't really set up something to nullify the couple of plays that you have out of that one formation. Sometimes it's good to sprinkle in, a screen here and there. Sometimes it's good to sprinkle in a little trick play, just don't do it too much. You can't really rely on those trick plays and those screens. As you see in this game, man, my opponent definitely hit the screen every so often, and it threw me off guard. Screens are those off guard kind of plays, you know what I mean? Especially if you don't run them too much. Some people run them too much, and it's just, that they're going to run it every time, 3rd and 5 to the right. But my opponent didn't do that. That's one huge tip, for this first episode. As I gift wrapped, a fumble from EA. The EA gods looked out for me, I guess, this one time. That was no skill, and I'm not even about to cap on that one. But number 2, man, you got to figure out the mechanics of the game, and by that I mean figure out, like, okay, it's more weight based and speed based and ratings based. This game is not really like, okay, well, this guy's tall and fast, so he's gonna be really good. There's some players that are slower who are really good, Zeke being one of them. There's some guys that are tall, and like Michael Thomas, man, he's really good in this game. Just figure out who's good at what, and the things that they excel at and don't excel at, you know what I mean? So, for instance, if I have Tariq Cohen, I'm not about to try and truck Luke Kuechly or, any of the middle linebackers, man, because those linebackers, they all weigh 230 plus, you know what I mean? 230 to 260, somewhere around there. If you have a small running back, don't try and, run people over. You can use the stiff arm to maybe lessen a hit stick, maybe, or you can use the stiff arm to create some distance or help yourself fall forward, especially if they're coming from the side. And if you're in a position where you might get hit stick when you're running across the middle, you throw a drag route across the middle and you see a lot of linebackers, nothing wrong with having your guy fall down. you need to reduce the chances of you fumbling. So if you can, run out of bounds. If if you have the opportunity, run out of bounds. Do everything you can to not get hit. So don't try to get too sticky and juke and dip, duck, and dodge and dive and all that kind of stuff, man. Keep it simple, man. That's the third tip, is keep it simple. When you complicate stuff, you complicate it for yourself, and then your opponent, you just playing into your opponent, man. That's really all you're doing. Make it simple. You know what I mean? That's really what it's all about. The more simple you can make the game, the easier it is, man. There's simple concepts for everything. You know what I mean? So if somebody's running a cover 2, like I was explaining on my other video, you either got the flats or the corners open, because that's just how that zone works. If they playing soft, you got the flats. If they playing, aggressive toward the flat, then you're gonna have those corner routes, those deep corner routes. You can even run a streak to that side of the field, but you have to fit it in, so you can't wait. You know what I mean? You have to anticipate some of those throws. So if you're gonna throw a streak, maybe throw a like an out route to that side as well to occupy that flat zone. Just little things. Another tip is to go ahead and hit that practice mode, man. There's nothing wrong with hitting the practice mode. Try one play against cover 2 cloud, cover 2 hard flat, cover 3 hard flat, cover 4, cover 6, cover 9, man blitzes. Like, do that. Even if you don't have 2 controllers, it doesn't really matter. You can there's still plays in there that simulate everything, man. It helps. Everything helps. And lastly, man, just go out and play against people. Figure out the playbook. I really like the Titans playbook just because of the formations. A lot of the plays in those formations. It just has a good balance for me. Now, if you're more of a pass-heavy guy, find a book that's really, pass-heavy, or, if you like to spread them out and, do all that, just find the playbook for you, man. And the playbooks for me so far have been the Titans and the Raiders, but the Raiders playbook is just good in general. I'm even messing with the Patriots playbook, so I think I'm going to be doing some videos on the Raiders and the Patriots. I mean, I know there's been a lot of videos on them, but I'll do them anyway because everybody's a little different. Everybody runs things differently. So I'm going to be doing that. And what else? That's really about it, man. So just expect every Monday I'll be coming out with a video explaining what I'm doing. And I'm not going to show the entire game. I will take in clips of, I'll start it off with plays that I didn't execute the right way, and I will incorporate it in part of that mini scheme, the Tennessee Titans mini scheme series that I'm doing. Because I guess it's going to be more of like an ebook, but it'll be part of that Tennessee Titans mini scheme. So I'll break down a couple of plays from one formation, and then I'll take the plays that I ran from that formation and put it in this video. That way you can see in game, and then you can see it in practice and what I'm talking about, because it'll be easier to control it that way in practice. But that's just the basics of what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, my opponent left. I'm about to leave. I hope y'all have a good night. Peace.